Music it is. So we're gonna talk about. I can't see the comment section because I have chat hidden, so I can just be focused. We're gonna talk about the Aurora, Colorado team. How to say it in Spanish because that means red in Spanish besides rojo. Who killed his father, a stepfather, over chores and something. Now, legend I put grown because he was over the age 18. He was 19. Nicholas, they call him Nick Vincent, killed his father as an African American man darker than he is. And everybody's saying it's a white child. Now, I'm sorry, as a person of multiracial roots, I'm thinking this dude is also mixed. They just look white. And y'all talking about mixed kids cannot come on y'all some racist, stupid, and educated people. Because I have ancestors who look white. I'm also part Creole. I have friends who look white here in the South, okay, in Texas, who can pass. And probably, well, I think one of my homies, we probably ain't homies no more, was passing because I saw a comment section on Facebook when we was over here. He kind of taking sides already, but we used to go to church together, okay, when I became Catholic, okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what I'm saying? And, of course, his dad can pass for white, and so did his mom, but she stayed in the hood. She mean the African American community, in the hood. It was a middle class area in the colored community. Okay, that I'm from. In the east side, her parents, which his grandparents, will go to. I think one of them still living, or both. I haven't been in there in the parish in a long time, but but his sister, she's very outspoken, and she would let it know, because she was doing the casework. And I won't tell their business. There was a news story about Black history and how about folks can pass white and Hispanic who have to be African American. And this back in 2002. You probably know the sister, that's what we, I ain't trying to tell our business, okay? And what she was, her dad was on there, and I met, back in the 80s, I met the dad, because, he would come visit because the mama was separated from the dad, okay? And so he's a business contractor, and he looked like a white man, but dark hair and dark eyes, but he a brother, okay? And he was telling me when he was at a yacht, and in the area, there were folks saying black folks were shiftless, and he said he didn't say nothing. Was that's that old generation, okay? But the sister, who about my sister's age, who like a curly hair white girl, okay? She said she was doing helping out, and so the person she was the young man was having problems. He was hanging around with some thugs, called like he is, and the thugs happened to be African American. So the man was white, and the grandson was white. So the white guys, which is not his man, who back in 2002, grandfather had told us, excuse me, and she said Ian. She didn't say the actual word nigga, but I'm gonna say it on my channel. So what it was, she said it's not the problem. He hang with too many of these niggers. So she said, wait a minute, hold up. She said, excuse me, and he thought that was a full-blown white girl, but happened with some brown curly hair. Well, that's a sister, but okay. She said, I got folks in my family that look like them. And folks in the family that look like you. And he was shocked. Okay, so y'all tell, we grew up in, saying, I went to school. Actually, when Yellowbone girls, they coming in there, one of them was like a brown hair, a white girl. She, her sister, came over there. She picked on me back in 1989 because, he was a jokester. Her brother was a jokester, and even the other brothers that's camera like me, that's darker than him, like we're darker than him, and darker than me, will come together, pick on me, and call me the F word. Y'all know what I'm talking about, call, and question all that old sexuality and act like a girl and all that stuff, but they was hyper masculine, okay? Then when they get mad, they'll call him white boy. And then when the mama came out and said, excuse me, don't be called my son. You know what I'm saying? I never get that, okay? This is back in the day, okay? Back in the late 80s, okay? Well, anyway, one of the girls, and she was a fine girl too, it was kids, okay? So I'm not, this one, my age group, okay? So back in the 89, the other one like a Mexican. Yeah, that's the other. He went to the other school on the other side of the same district I went to. Okay, I wonder how he doing. Me, him, and his mama, we got into it a couple times. Oh, yeah, because her brother, that's my homie who looks white, mama's brother. Yeah. So, and she from the fifth ward. She from the hood. Okay. And she from Yellowbone, from Frenchtown, Yellowbone. Anybody know about fifth ward in Frenchtown? Okay, Creole. Okay. And so me and her got into it on Facebook, and I told her, I cuss you out in Spanish. I said, I'm part Creole too. I said, I remember you. I used to come to your husband's and family house. But yeah, okay, what I'm saying, I know your son, cause your son. We saw her son. He like a Mexican. He passed for a Mexican. But no, that's no. Is it that? Yeah, that's her son. Yeah. Show is. That's her son. Okay. So is it? No, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go back. That's her brother because they had the last name. So it had to be. It had to be her brother. Show is, and then the other sister. That's the one my dad was in love with back in the day when he was a color school. Yep. Yes, she compared. Yeah, she was very high yellow compared for a white woman. Her Wait a minute. Her daughter got married at one of the Catholic churches. That was on newspaper. Let me throw that back. And she can pass for a Mexican too. I'm trying to think. Hold on, let me change subject. They can't be the one that my dad was in love. Wait, hold up. Oh hell no. This is so sorry. Let me tell you. I be okay. So it had to be my homie's sisters, homies, back in the day, old school homies, mama's sister. No, but she got the last name, so it had to be okay. You know how the family go. Okay, anyway, the point is, well, actually, back in the day when it was color school, when they put all the color people together of all different shades, okay, my dad told me himself that he was in love with her sister. Talking about my homie's mama's sister, okay, who like a white, okay, back in the day, okay. So, but yeah, so it had to be that's a cousin, okay. There we go, okay, that's a cousin, okay. I'm trying to get straight. So, anyway, my point is, did y'all see? So, see how I got in detail there? That's why I know that people can come look. Okay, I have family members, I have ancestors who look white, okay. I got white cousins because of that, okay. When I do my family ancestors, so when I read about questioning the killers background, I'm looking at the head shape, the bone structure. You gotta look up and down. And as the one pictures, the hair is so curly. So if the white woman is used to her mama, used to going with brothers, 9-10, this is a brother who look white, who killed a darker skinned brother. Okay? Y'all get my point. Y'all talking about stick with your common sense, something kind of me and a sister on Facebook got into it today. She came from Aurora to Dallas. Okay, she a nurse and looking screenshot her picture to tell her how to come. She's saying stitch on her little racist ass. Still your kind of time out. Everybody got a Becky in Aurora. And I said, well, can I ask a question on Facebook? I said, well, excuse me, why do I seeing sisters on ghetto gaggers? Not all, but they on ghetto gaggers. Why I'm seeing sisters going with white racist men and Hispanic men that I know they are racist, even those I went to school with, okay? Or I worked with who say stuff to me, but they date some sister on the side. Why I'm seeing, hold up, as a security officer in events since 2014 to now, I'm still hearing sisters every time we go to an event. It's a majority white people with money, okay? You know, you got your engineers and people working in Houston, big homes, and they went from some come from the trailer park and moved on up with white skin, privilege, and moved on up, you know what I'm saying, and got, you know, because the Good Old Boy Club wasn't anyone to see no nigga or WICK taking that spot, you know what I mean, okay? And you got that mess going on. They with their white wives and they dress good and everything and all this other stuff. The wife dressed good and hair done and makeup like she diva up in here. She, you know what I'm saying, and got money. Every time I see some sister working the same wage I am in 19 living in the, not to be still to living in the hood, or they're not from the hood but on college, work as a side job or have a corporate job. But why them and they single, some don't have kids, some do have kids, some are bisexual, some are straight. Every time telling me, oh, I can't wait. I was man, who's cute? I'm gonna marry me a rich white man. I asked that question. I asked that a lot of questions. This sister can answer that question because, excuse me, why are we still seeing sisters, you know, dating doing this? I know a sister and I don't know a friend who's darker than I am, who have a child by a white man. Okay, the rest are different shades of brothers. Okay, and the kids come in different shades of that. Okay, call like it is. And before our friendship broke up, okay, she was trying to sleep with white men and Hispanic men, saying niggas ain't shit. Who had money to pay her rent? So I asked some question because before you start talking about us, and we have Becky in our family tree, okay? And my fourth grandma was a Becky, okay, who married a mulatto, okay? You know what I'm saying? So and it's on my mama's side. Hold on, okay? So a car like it is. Why, you know, so you're using this story to tell a brother stop killing. And I know a sister who killed her boyfriend, that the son, I ain't gonna go into detail because I'm talking too much, the son maybe not had nothing to do with the murder or probably, but the friends was involved of killing this brother. And I was shocked to find out that I used to talk to this sister all the time, every time we see each other around, and she locked up. So before, and I'm not saying the sons involved her grown, but they used to get into her before she got that man killed. Her son, her grown son, who wasn't working, doing chores, whatever, would get into it with the brother. He took care of this sister. So before, I'm meant to be real, I don't tell too much of the story. I'm trying to show proof, validation of my argument. So let me get started. I don't like to tell people business or go everything detail, but you know me, I'm a debater. So I'm gonna go real and go hardcore to prove that person wrong. And if you, I need to be a lawyer. So point is, that's the truth of mine. That's why I be talking so much about everything. Yes, okay. I done put all the icing on the cake. I don't want to leave no extract anything that I need to make the cake. Okay, in order to make a good cake. You know, if you're trying to win in a competition making cakes, which I'm thinking about doing that, since I love me, I need to go to the store and buy me a red velvet cake so I can get the green frosting. So I can make a Christmas red velvet cake. Okay, and I get that on my paternal grandmother's side, even though she didn't teach me, I learned, I guess, it's by nature, because everybody's, oh, you make some good cakes. Okay. It took me, the first time I made a cake was when I was 35 years old. Yeah. Because they let me cook in the kitchen. They said, me and the boys don't cook in the kitchen until you go to school and learn how to cook. And I was in music choir and Spanish class and theater arts and other stuff, and I couldn't take cooking classes, okay? So that's the reason why I didn't know how to cook, and I was eating processed food, and I got here in cold food, sandwiches and all the other stuff, and putting, and cereal, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know how to do it to my grandmother, and my grandmother said I could, but she told me when it was go back in the color days, in the Jim Crow days, the boys did not know how to cook until they went to school, economics, home economics cooking. So therefore, I didn't get a chance to go to economics because they had so many electives. Okay, and I was trying to become a singer after mall. Okay, so therefore I'm taking Spanish class, speaking Spanish. So that's the whole thing. So I'm thinking of my future, and then okay, so that's when I got out and got my apartment. It took me a while to cook. And I got tired eating processed food. People said it was unhealthy. And I got tired of spending money going to Papa Barbecue to get some barbecue chicken. You know what I'm saying? I started learning how to barbecue in the oven. You know what I'm saying? And I'm making tacos. You know what I'm saying? I started buying tacos and, you know what I'm saying? Making pancakes and eggs and everything else. Well, I know how to do that, of course. Okay, that's easy. So, when I bake a turkey, I got tired trying to find someone to bake a turkey and going to family house and deal with family drama during holiday like the season's coming up right now. I got tired of that bitch. So I had to go on YouTube, and there was a white man that showed me how to, not technically show, but she showed how to make the turkey and put our butter in the inside of the skin of the breast to make it, tasteful and everything. And I made a good turkey in Thanksgiving 2014, and I made a turkey in 2014 during Christmas. So I had to go to Aldi store and buy me a turkey. So y'all get my point. So if my question is to the sister, if going with Becky gonna make bad decisions, why these brothers getting left and right? You got hood rats. I mean, to be still, anybody can be a hood rat. White woman can be a hood rat. A sister can be a hood, saying whatever. But you got the ghetto stereotype ones who got badass sons, thugs who kill the man she fucking. Have you heard? I don't know many stories about that. You ain't my daddy. What's that the stepdad song? You know what I'm saying? Get me song back in 2002 with the stepdad, do the stepdad. And what's the song about? It's about the stepdad in the Akron City community dealing with badass kids of your wife, wife, or the girl you fucking. That kid's bad. You ain't my daddy. You ain't my daddy. And then I'll fight you and kill you. And it's many stories about that, sister. What the fuck you talking about? Y'all some dumb, ignorant ass stereotype. Y'all know different white racist people. Y'all both dumb. And if you come from down south, that makes sense because the education system is so fucked up. Thank you, the Root, for telling people that in the south, the education is poor. These white people who run this country down here have poor education. Okay? Dudes are talking about not all white, but those come from real rural schools and mostly white racist schools where they indoctrinate the stuff with white Anglo-Saxon priors and history lessons and shit. They are very ignorant. And so you have accuracy people learn that shit in the school system control, even in the hood. Of course, you're gonna get poor. So that's why I'm telling y'all, as a person of white and black heritage in the American and also Hispanic origin here in the South, and those up north, that's why the education system down here is very ignorant. They want to keep us ignorant to help the white people, especially the men, and the people at the bottom who are of color at the bottom. That's exactly what it is. That's why they don't want you seeing, they don't teach you to think outside the box. That's why when I was learning history lessons and I was learning my family history and see how it contradicts the history I learned in school, thank God I learned my family history and still trying to find more about myself. I went to the Houston Public Library, the books that I want you to read. No different than when Nat Turner in Nate Parker's movie, who's married to a white woman, by the way, who played Nat Turner, and what the white woman told Nat Turner, this is not for niggers, this is for white people. You can only read the Bible so they can distort the Bible. Because then St. Peter told us, and what them ex-Protestant, St. Peter told us in the church, in the scripture, that people distort scripture on destruction in his third letter. The second book of him. Okay, so therefore, they knew as Protestants, white Protestants who didn't like the Catholic Church, that they can make their own interpretation and no one will contradict it. You're gonna always be locked by it. Okay, that's why. That's why. So when I debate religion or anything with these people African descent, they shocked. Cause I went outside the box. When me and my grandmother, cause she a strong evangelical Protestant, from this woman, I didn't like the stuff. And then when my grandfather was agnostic. Okay, on my dad's side, and my dad's an atheist. He's trying to be a Muslim, but he's an atheist. So having these countries, I had to find something that fits my narrative, what I believe in, whatever person away from my family. So of course I seek and find like Jesus did, and not going out. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's hard to debate with me, because I'm very contradicting, and I also don't want a part of that theory that they believe in. So you know what I'm saying? But people want you in theory so they can have power over you, because if they was not feeling powerless, they would try to reach out to people who don't want to believe it. They go reach out to people who do. Okay, one thing about me, if I want to be around people who believe the same thing I do, I hang with the people. I don't hang with people who don't. You don't yoke with non-believers. Okay, you're not wrong. You're not gonna believe it. You get along, but if it's gonna be contradictory with what you believe, and you gotta stick with that. Okay, so that's what you do. Now, so I mean, change the subject, but I'm seeing so many comments, ignorant comments. I mean, you say, well, in your own kind, but we got folks killing black DNA versus black DNA crimes. Even Latinos who don't want me having black DNA and who Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever, it's still black DNA versus black DNA crime. Okay, so you got folks of every shade and color up here this side of the border, and folks that come from outside the border too, with African, Spanish. So you got all these type of different mixed of black DNA and dark, light, different shade attacking us, even on the job. So what your problem is about going with Becky? And I'm not calling the white woman Becky, but that's what the narrative these folks are using. And their sister's named Becky too. Not everybody named Shaquana, Shaniqua, and all the other stuff. Stop trying to be like Walla Andrea, Raven Simone over here, okay? The truth of the matter is that it don't matter. Now, I'm gonna get to the story. Since this dude killed, okay, I'm a 38-year-old man, and I can relate to this situation because my grandparents, I didn't move out till I went to Job Corps. I was trying to get, remember, we're living in Plummer at Will State, Boulder, Colorado, and Aurora. Those are liberal states, so there's no excuse because you can easily get a job, okay? Down there, okay? I don't know if they have an at-will law, but the at-will law here in Texas is very hard to get the good-paying jobs. Because one thing I hate working at McDonald's. Now, I didn't always clean up my room. I had a lot of stuff, and I was trying to take that stuff with me when I leave my grandparents' house. And I wasn't going to ever come back, which I never came back to my grandma's house. And one thing about me, when I was 19, 18, I was looking for a job, and I was trying to get my own business. I used to be with Equinox International, that pyramid scheme, and I was hurt by the pyramid scheme, by the way. Yes, but Bill Gold. I'll forget this back in the late 90s and early 2000s, that the FTC shut Equinox International, because I was trying to be up in there. I even spent credit card money trying to get that. Exactly, okay? Because I was trying to be my own boss. I didn't want to be working for everybody all my life, because I knew working in Texas, it's shitty with that employment. We're allowed to hurt people. You have bully bossing and all the other stuff. Now, and that's my, when I go back to school, once I pay the school back, I'm getting my degree in entrepreneurship. It's going to be $700. Y'all want to do GoFundMe? Please help me out, okay? But I'm trying to pay out my own income tax when I come in so I can go back to school, because I care about education. Education is needed, okay? And one thing that I noticed, that this woman allowed her 19-year-old son to stay at home. Instead of teaching your son to get out the house and be independent, you're teaching the son to stay at home. And one thing that my family screwed me up, which is I knew, that's why I didn't want to be near them. They wanted me to be codependent on them. The truth of the matter is, so they can still have control in my life, because I'm sorry I said the life was messed up. If they had money, so why they still throwing the misery at me, how they treat me. And it is what it is. Why, if I'm so much a problem, why you want me to come visit you? No, you trying to indoctrinate me with your bullshit. I call it like it is. And since I don't live without the bullshit, it's it hurts them being successful without the bullshit they believe in. So, in order to deny me opportunity, tell stories in the stories that I'm the bad person to other people to keep people to support what you're doing. So therefore, if I try to get help, people will shut the door in my face. I know about that secret too. So you have a grown person in the house, but you tell them they're not grown. And that's why I hate when people tell 18-year-old and 19-year-olds, you wait till 21. First of all, idiots, you don't make the laws. That dude is 19 years old. He is an adult. He needs to get out the house. But what about mama? You only got one mama. Okay, yeah, you only got one mama. Mama can always leave. So when you tell me that the child got to pretend to be a child in the head as a grown ass man, and then when mama leaves and stepdad leaves, if he was alive, okay, how the hell he gonna take care of himself when all these people who grown supposed to run his life to one of them leave? Who gonna run and who gonna pay his bills? Who gonna and how you gonna get a woman? Because many women want a man to take care of the house and to be in control of the house. Women who are controlling like submissive men. Then he might kill his wife if he can't take the shit. So you setting up for failure. He's not made to be in the house. Okay? And many people want to keep their adult sons. I thought it's, and I'm not saying it's not African American syndrome, probably because of Winnet syndrome with a masculine, the black male situation, mess with the Aunt Jemima situation, the religion. I understand that. But it's also in white community. I know in the South, when you have a mama who probably had a dad, because my grandma can, she's not purely white, look it. But her dad was very controlling. The one with the straight hair and dark skin, he was a deacon, he was a mason. And he had 9 girls. One of them passed away in a car wreck, okay, back in the 30s. And I see why my grandmother, even that's why my dad and her do not get along, okay? He disrespected her too, okay? She disrespected him first, okay? It's called like it is, okay? Now I tell our family business. But you gotta see the psychological trying to validate my story. The truth of the matter is, she's very, to my aunt, that's her best friend. And I never forget that the college situation that my grandfather was very upset with my aunt about, and he told me before he passed how he was very upset, and she told my aunt, have fun as you're young. But she tried to control my dad and my uncle. And my dad, being he's very independent, do not play that shit. Okay? He just like I am. I get that a lot from him. He don't care about you bringing him to the world and all that. He even told her he wish he aborted, which I got talk. I thought I made it up, okay? You know what I'm saying? So, point is, I guess to get back at men, especially brothers, because my great-grandfather was very controlling and tough and very domineering. That's the whole reason why. Hold on. Oh, I supposed to do. Oh, shit. I have a webinar coming up at 10 a.m. Okay, good. Okay, let me make this a webinar about how to have a podcast business. Yeah, I'm trying to get the business. See, I said I'm trying to get my own business, y'all. Okay, so I see why that she was very, controlling towards me and my cousin. And my grandfather is a Leo. Didn't play that shit. And he's military. Okay, he threatened to do something to her. Okay, that's how business. But then y'all know from you can relate. So a lot of these women, especially in the South, because you have white women who have bad fathers, who will try to control their sons. It's like, oh Lord, it's the male child. I'm gonna get back at them. And I'm seeing that maybe it's what happened with this dude because probably her father was a bad mom, a bad dad, and she probably went to her brothers for a rescue because I see that mess all the time. White woman have bad father who's racist and mean and beat her up and this and probably abuse her sexually, whatever. If she didn't abuse, but abuse physically, next thing she run into brothers for rescue. Okay, but she remembered the child, and if the child come out looking white, okay, it's like I'm gonna control him, demeaning him, whatever. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna be mean, the bad narcissistic mother, and I'm gonna do all this other stuff. As a daughter, oh, you can have your fun, and I'm assuming the brother here in this situation was trying to tell her, like in Gregory Hines' situation in Wayne Takes Hell, told Loretta, the mom who's from Houston, by the way, she's from Acres Home, the dark skinned sister in Wayne Takes Hell, that, excuse me, he's a man. Let him be a man. You know what I'm saying? And I get tired of women trying, because it's funny when we tell women about something, you ain't no woman, you don't know how it feels to be a woman, but y'all want to tell us men how to feel is to be a man. Like, women, stay your ass in your place, okay? And so that's what the problem is. The mama allowed the son to stay at home because she's trying, that's her baby. I'm sorry, mothers. Stop, like Michelle Obama said it herself. Stop babying your sons. Stop babying your sons. Okay? When you're not around, how your grown ass son is going to take care of himself? You know what I'm saying? You can't raise no boy in a man's perspective. It needs a man around. And I guess since even he was it was been 14 years of taking care, the mama, I bet you I don't know that story. The mama allowed him to get away with shit that the stepfather did not allow. And that's why it turned to anger. And when he kicked him out, that's was his retaliation. When the stupid son started to say this, should have learned how to get the ass out. Cause when I turned 18 back in 1997, during August, I felt like Janet Jackson control. I wanted to get the fuck out my grandparents' house and not come back. When I was in Jocko, I hardly talked to them because all the drama we went through. That's how tense it was. I want my own shit. Remember, I'm a Leo. I'm independent. I follow my own passion. I don't like to do shit. I'm not submissive. Even on the job, I'm submissive to follow the best of my knowledge and ability. But when it goes beyond that, I'm about to go ugly. Okay? Because I see myself a leader first, choosing to work. Okay? I had the mentality. In a couple of minutes, I got to go to this webinar coming about. I did sign up for a webinar, a web seminar about how to be a podcast and make money. See, I try to be my own boss. I'm tired of working for other people. Listen to my shirt say, okay, I'm wearing this shirt. I'm going to sleep with this shirt on. That's my favorite shirt. I'm not arguing about no, I'm right. Yeah, I bought that on Amazon. My favorite shirt. So point is, I'm telling you like it is, one of my favorite shirts. So the truth of the matter is, that's the whole reason why, and you keep babying your son, this was going to happen to y'all. You're trying to control. By nature, he's not a boy no more. He's a man. And he needs to get out on his own. Mama needs to stop being crying over my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. And even my own mother would do that. And like, well, where was you when you was out there partying? I call it like it is. I know her business too, like that. Okay. So my point is, I'm not your baby no more. I'm grown. And how can I be the man I'm supposed to be when you're trying to emasculate me from being that man? And these women need to stop doing that shit. Okay? I'm serious. He does need a male role model in his life. And this, I'm sorry, deep in the story, she's crying because I bet you this mother, because I'm blaming the mother, and I'm blaming the son too, don't get wrong. But since she allowed him to stay in their house, the only time I stayed at my grandfather's house, my grandfather allowed me because he knew I was trying to get my ass out there. I didn't want to stay in that house. I ain't trying to stay in there and let my grandma take care of me. Okay? And I had them take care. I want to take care of my own stuff. I can write my own rules, do the things I want to do, how I want to live my life, and be the happiest person in the world because I'm not happy being controlled. Let me let you know, I hated being controlled and I hated being a child. I'm not Michael Jackson. I hated being a child. I like running my own shit. And if he had my intellect, talking about the son, 19-year-old, he would never kill his stepfather. The only time you feel that killing is someone trying to do harm to you. That's when I feel like killing my family. When they're trying to do harm and trying to put their foot on me, when I'm grown. I don't give a damn about what your religious beliefs, because those scriptures are stored scriptures anyway. And I did say that because they're not true interpretation of that word. It's a false interpretation, a bad interpretation of the word. So I'm cursing the false interpretation out, y'all, not the truth. Truth of the matter is, I have no right to be harmed and abused because that's not love. And then the last time I checked, Corinthians 13 tell you it's not love, not brute over injury. That's injury, okay? But I got away. If I really wanted to kill them, I could, right? But I don't go see them. I don't want to go see them. I want to keep us peace between us. It's that stupid old southern stupid culture that family oriented. Not all families are made to be connected. Read Matthew 10 about separate the sword, the family, Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so now, so he should have been separated out that house. He should not be out here trying to stay at home and let mama baby him and spoon him at the age 18. Okay? So that's the reason why he got killed. The stepdad got killed. I'm not defending him. I'm blaming mama. I'm sorry because I've seen these examples, including my own family and also other people, when you try to baby these 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds, that's why they stay at home and they don't want to leave home and your house is all trashed up. You caused that shit. Okay? You don't raise no baby to be a baby forever. It grows, it stops wearing diapers, and it starts to be grown. That's the nature of a human. So it needs to get out the house. He does not need to be in the house at 19, 18 years old. One thing, I become a father and I get up and I be a husband to my future wife, I would never allow my kids, because I know how I felt being controlled. So once, just like every animal, they say the children grow up and go out to the wilderness. I said, you know what? You said you don't want to live in my house. Go ahead, start planning your future. You're not gonna stay in my house being freeloaded in my house. But y'all cause a freeload situation why we have the millennials who don't want to work, because you want to indoctrinate the old baby booming shit that you learned back in the day. Well, we don't live that baby booming shit no more. I'm from the 90s, okay? I'm from Generation X, and I'm liberal. You need to let your kids go. Stop trying to pass your tradition, control them to pass your tradition, being codependent and have this narcissism parenting around them. It's time for him to grow up. He does not need to be a baby in that house anymore. If he does not want to do chores, tell his ass to get out. And the stepdad was right. Get out the house. I would not want to. You have the potential to get out. I would not want to go back home. And I haven't went back home since. I'm still in here in this old ghetto apartment. And I come from middle class America. I don't want me living nobody else's stupid rules I don't want to believe in, that I hate so much. I want my own shit. But see, when people don't like that, they don't control that person. That's the whole reason why. I gotta go, y'all, because I have a webinar coming up. They just text me about the webinar. I have my podcast and making money off of that. I'm not trying to be a employee, an abused employee all my life. I want to be my own employer, make my own decisions, and be the own boss that I was made to be. Since I was born in the Leo season, and I'm the king of my own castle. I don't want to be submissive. I couldn't be on the plantation. They had to kill me, and I wouldn't mind being killed. Okay, at least I have to deal with that drama, death over tyranny. I believe in that. Thank y'all. Have a nice day. I'll talk. If y'all want me to elaborate on more of this story, I will. But right now, I forgot the webinars up here, and I don't want to lose the good opportunity on this. Anyway, y'all, bye bye. Have a nice day. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Happy Hanukkah.